Welcome back. In recognition of Mental Health Awareness Month, we are talking about life after sports. Navigating that transition can be stressful, scary, especially for those younger athletes whose dreams of playing professionally no longer really options. And that is where two local 11th graders come into play. Joining me now are Aamir Muhammad and Nathan Palmer, co-founders of the Fifth Down. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here on this Memorial Day. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Yeah. So first, tell us about this organization. How did this come about and your stories?
All right. So, Fifth Down, it came about during football season. Last 2 years ago, I had an injury. I tore my meniscus. And so it kind of made me think about, I can't do this forever. And so it made me start thinking about, what after football, what am I going to do, And so that's how this kind of came about, because we think a lot of young male athletes don't really know what to do after sports because their whole life is sports.
Mm-hmm. And for me, I had an injury my junior year. I've been playing football since 7 years old. And once you get that injury, then you just go through so many stages of grief, and it really showed me that this is not just a me problem. This is a lot of people.
And we hear these stories from, professional athletes. Simone Biles was very outspoken with her mental health struggles. What do you want people at home to realize about, athletes in high school and their struggles as well? This is not just an issue affecting people at the professional level.
Yeah. So we want people to understand that a lot of, especially teenagers, their mental health in sports it's really hard, because it's hard to juggle, school, academics, and your football life and your personal life. And sometimes you kind of merge those two together. And that's what we want to kind of help people separate.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this organization, Fifth Down. What resources are you providing? What help is available for people out there watching?
So basically on the day of the event, we're going to walk them through types of things like pivoting to an after sports. We're going to pivot through men's mental health and really dream network. What do you want to do after your sport? Because some people, they don't know what they want to do or what they will be.
And you mentioned this event. There is a convention happening this Wednesday. Give people the details about that.
So at Capital Community College, we're going to, at Capital Community College, 8:30 to 1 o'clock, there's a conference, and we're just going to be helping you guys through that transition. And
there are different workshops, as you mentioned. What are the focuses of those workshops? What are some of the subjects people can learn more about?
Yep. So we have one of our workshops is pivoting, and like Nate said, it's helping kids understand that, there's football, and then you kind of pivot to something else. I want to be a social worker, so there's football, and I'm pivoting to social working, and then we have a dream chasing workshop, and so that's helping kids, chase their dreams, literally chase their dreams,
And then we have brotherhood. Because basically when you play football, you have this brotherhood that I'm almost thrown into, and then after the sport ends, you're kind of you're kind of taken away from that, all that support, all that help, so it can be hard.
And so, yeah, that workshop is just focusing on how am I going to find brothers without this sport? Because, Nate's my brother, and I found, me and him became friends off of football. So how am I going to be able to find a friend like that outside of a sport?
And this support's so critical that you mentioned. Talking to people at home right now, how can coaches, parents, friends support athletes in their schools?
One thing I think is that they have to realize that they are athletes, but they all are also our students. Maybe help them with their work, or even just make it in their culture that school is just as important as football.
Yeah. Also, of course, come to the Fifth Down conference. Have them sign up, and so we can help them, or call my people, community services, clinical services. They'll help them out too. We just want to emphasize that being an athlete isn't your whole life, and we don't want people to think it is.
No, it's incredible work you guys are doing. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I was not doing this stuff in high school. You guys are on an awesome mission. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.